It seems like US President Donald Trump has caved into enormous pressure against his zero-tolerance immigration policy. The president has signed an executive order which will put an end to the controversial separation of children from their parents at the US-Mexico border. He's reversed a harsh practice that had earned international anger. The latest order requires that immigrant families be detained together when they are caught entering the country illegally. Although it's not immediately clear for how long, it also moves parents with children to the front of the line for immigration proceedings.
We're keeping the family together, and so this is it. And also, there may be some litigation. We're also wanting to go through Congress. We will be going through Congress. We're working on a much more comprehensive bill. A lot of good things are happening toward immigration and proper immigration. But we have to have strong borders, and ultimately we want to see it done right, and it will be done right. But what we have done today is we are keeping families together. The borders are just as tough, just as strong. They can come in through ports of entry if they want. That's a whole different story. And that's coming in through a process, and the process is what we want. No, Ivanka feels very strongly. My wife feels very strongly about it. I feel very strongly about it. I think anybody with a heart would feel very strongly about it. We don't like to see families separated. At the same time, we don't want people coming into our country illegally. This takes care of the problem.
But the president's new order also means immigrant children remain in custody indefinitely. As of now, the Department of Homeland Security cannot detain children who came with their parents for more than 20 days. But President Trump's new order opens the door to doing just that, since children will no longer be separated from parents. The president's order does nothing to address the more than 2,300 children who have already been separated from their parents under his zero-tolerance policy. So how did the president's change of heart come about? If a White House official is to be believed, First Lady Melania Trump, in private conversations with the president, urged him to change his policy. Meanwhile, U.S. Defense Secretary James Mattis has said that immigrant children separated from their families at the border can be housed in U.S. military bases if requested by the Department of Homeland Security. Secretary Mattis noted that the U.S. military has previous experience in housing refugees, including after natural disasters.
But would you allow the U.S. military to house families or children in U.S. military bases?
We have housed refugees. We have housed people thrown out of their homes by earthquakes and hurricanes. We do whatever is in the best interest of the country.